Hi students, happy Tuesday. It's March 24th. Today our lesson is on finding area of squares, rectangles, and parallelograms, which really they all basically have the same formula, so it's not too difficult to go through these, but let me just walk you through each of these problems. First of all, let's just talk about the area of a square. You should have learned this before, probably like 4th, 5th, 6th grade. So 7th grade, it shouldn't be anything new, but area is length times width. So, I'm hoping that everybody has heard that before, and that is nothing new to us, but we just have to take the length times the width, which we could say that this one is the length and this one is the width on this square. So basically on this first one, we're just going to take the length, which is 10, times the width, which is 10, and then my answer, so it would be 10 times 10, so whatever that answer is. And then it's kind of like the triangles. You always want to have the units, whatever the answer is with the units squared. So on this one, the units are miles, so it would be miles squared. So whatever 10 times 10 is, miles squared would be my answer. Number 2, again, this is area of a rectangle, which actually has the same formula. Area equals length times width. So on this one, we could say that this is the length, this is the width. So we can say that my length is 4 and my width is 2. And remember, whatever the answer is will be the units squared. So this one, whatever 4 times 2 is, and they are using feet. So whatever 4 times 2 is and the feet squared would be my answer. Number 3, finding area. Okay, this one looks a little bit different, and that's because it is the area of a parallelogram, which again is really not anything different. It's basically asking the same thing, but the formula just is worded a little bit different. It's area equals base times height. But let me show you how it's basically still the same thing. So my base is going to be this bottom part, and don't worry that it looks different than a square, but really it's the same thing. If you watch the video that's attached, they had a great explanation of why it's basically the same. So this is my base, and then this one is my height. So, and then it's always, again, whatever my answer is will be in whatever the units are squared. So let's see. So my base on this one is 4 times my height is 3. So whatever those two are, and my units in these is km, kilometers squared. So that is how you would do number 3. Number 4, again, back to a square. So remember the formula for this is area equals length times width. So we could say my length is here, and this one right here is my width. Okay. And remember, whatever the answer is, units squared. So let's see. So the length is 4 times the width is 2.3. So I need to times those two together and find out whatever that answer is with, again, kilometers squared as my units. So that is number 4. Number 5, again, a parallelogram. So if you're still confused, look back at the video at the top of this lesson. Basically the same. It's worded a little bit different. So on a parallelogram, it's area equals the base times the height. And then it's still whatever the answer is with the units squared. So on this one, my base is going to be the 11, and my height is going to be the 8. So let's put these in. So my base is 11 times my height is 8 equals whatever my units are. So pick out what the units are over there. So whatever those units are squared. Number 6, again a parallelogram. So again the formula, area equals base times height, and it equals whatever the answer is with the units squared. And I'll just show you really quick. So don't worry about this side length. Remember, that's kind of like the hypotenuse, but don't worry about it in this situation. So I'm just worried about this one, which is the base, and this side, which is the height. So I'll let you go ahead and work on that problem from there. And just one second, I just seem to have lost the last one, so un momento really quick. Let me pull that one up. And okay, number 7, find the area of this parallelogram. And on this one, again, we want to follow that formula. Area equals the base times the height. So on this one, it looks a little different, but again, nothing is very different as far as how it is. So, and we get a big hint right there by our right triangles. So this side right here where the 10 is my base, and this side right here with the 5 is my height. So we know that my base is 10 and my height is 5. So if I plug those in there, and then I want to remember the units squared, and that will help me solve that problem. Anyway, please email me if you have any questions on these, but do your very best, and I will talk with you guys again tomorrow. Have a good day.